presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit right. Hello, everyone. Proud to bring you Wednesday night coverage of the NBA on 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Thank you, guys.
So exciting to see. No doubt about it, David. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Up at the forward spots, it's Tatum and Horford. Smart in the backcourt with Brown to his side. And it's Williams at the 5 down low. And for the Suns, the backcourt pair for him, it's Payne and Booker. Andre Ayton out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Brett, there's no doubt your athleticism was one of the key weapons you possessed. We're going to see plenty of that here tonight on display.
Well, that's kind of you first, Kevin, but secondarily, the guys out here have a chance when there's any open space to make something extremely exciting happen. So let's move up a little bit and sit on the edge of our seats, should we? 5 on the clock. The kick out to Williams. It's up a 3, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Booker against Brown. Booker, no good. Well, it was the Boston Celtics winning their last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Brown, the pass to Horford. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. Let's take a look at Dallas. They've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And you know, for Boston, they just kind of burst out of the gate here with some fire, feeling disrespected by pundits who overlooked them as a top team.
And the turnover again by Boston. We're about 1 minute into the first. Payne with it. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Brown against Booker. Down the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Doing most of his damage on the perimeter. That time, Devin Booker showing he can score close to the rim.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
And the proof is right there in the numbers, Greg. I mean, 2 seasons in a row, he's been top 10 in field goal attempts. So he knows how, when, and where to get that ball up.
Booker looking around. 6 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
First team foul.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Here's Williams. Shot's good. Brown making the play.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
A pass to Okogie. And here's Booker. He's covered by Brown. Here's Payne. And the 3 off target. Celtics have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Tatum draws the double. Brown outside. It's hauled in by the Suns. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
For 3, Okogie, and the Suns miss again.
And so far, the team just 1 of 5, and that rim shrinking.
That one falls.
And it's going to take more than that to stop Tatum, a wing who can score in so many different ways.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Payne dishes to Ayton. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It's on Robert Williams.
Well, the defense respects Ayton's ability to score, especially from that area on the floor. He becomes dangerous.
That one misses.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency. But you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
Okogie, the pass to Payne, over Smart. Payne can't hit.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
And just awesome speed from Brown, blasting off towards the bucket and slamming it down.
Suns trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Booker with no one around, and Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the wing right side. Horford in the post. Craig defending. Horford no luck.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you. They're going to keep missing layups.
Okogie, the pass to Payne. The 3. Phoenix, no good that time either.
If he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Back to Tatum. Launches it. Williams kicks to Smart. And a miss there on the triple. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. Trailing by 5. Here's Craig. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now. Phoenix making some changes. Warren comes in for Josh Okogie. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Payne. Gallinari, he's checked in for Boston. Tatum against Warren. Outside, Smart. Now here's Brown. Guarded closer. Warren against Tatum. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Horford. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Horford's got his second basket of the night.
The teammates love that. When Horford is looking to shoot fast, it makes the offense look dangerous.
Passes it to Warren. Ayton at the elbow. Back to Warren. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first. Some solid defense from Gallinari.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
And here's Tatum for 3. The shot missing. Craig passes to Booker. Over Smart. Phoenix, no good that time either.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Boston on top, leading by 5. And we'll be back.
The Celtics, 12. Here they come, fans. It's your one and only.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Booker and Warren on the perimeter. Then there's Landry Shamet. Then there's Ayton. And it's Baisley in at the 4-man position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, Kevin Durant learned an important lesson at age 11. His dad cooked him one-on-one, dunking on him and talking trash. Durant started crying and he locked himself in his room, but he came to realize, what am I so mad at? It's good to be passionate, but channel it. Once you're off the court, leave it and go back to being you. Kevin?
Great advice. David, thanks. And here's Tatum for three. And it's Ayton with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Pass to Shamet. Booker against Tatum. Ayton at the elbow. The Suns need to get a shot off. And that one drops for him.
And it just feels like Darius is getting more and more equipped to be able to take that kind of contact.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. You know, it seems like we're seeing more teams, Brent, use zone defense these days. Not too long ago, zone was almost non-existent in the league.
Well, Kevin, you couldn't play zone. Even though there were zone principles in man-to-man defense, it used to be an illegal defense to set up in a 2-3 zone that you see teams doing nowadays. I'm very interested if the league does, in fact, do away with illegal defense and allow coaches to use whatever defensive scheme they need to do to slow up their opposition. It might do something in terms of producing more shots so we don't get stagnation with just threes all the time. We'll see if that happens. And Ayton, with that efficiency, just becomes an outstanding option for what you do offensively.
Pass to Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot two at the free throw line. The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting. Just about 73%.
Suns trail by 4. Booker the pass to Warren. Back to Booker. Now the pass to Baisley. Out to the wing. Ayton kicks to Warren. Shot clock at 6. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Great D that time from Tatum.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Brown the pass to Tatum. Driving in. Back to Brown. And two free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on 8.
And the vertical that Brown has is pretty impressive. As relentless a finisher as you'll find in our league.
And Brown drops them both.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
Outside Warren. Back to Booker. Pass to Ayton. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Brown the pass to Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
Slashing with purpose there. After setting that screen, Williams knows where to position himself in these sets.
Pass to Ross. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Back to Booker. Pass to Baisley. The 3 from Warren. The shot misses. And the Celtics going the other way now. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road. But they found ways to get their guys good looks.
There's probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was The crowd leaving that building, not in a good mood.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Okogie's checked in for Warren, and it's Payne in for Devin Booker. Grant Williams is checked in for Boston. White comes in for Smart. Now Tatum. A 32-point game for him in the win against Toronto.
Well, what helps that out a lot is he got to the free throw line, which was a real game changer. It slowed down the opposition's momentum and made them play to his team style.
Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Phoenix. The Celtics have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
That was your son.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Suns. 8-point game. Here's Okogie. 8 points his last outing. Fires for 3. And Boston with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And a great job to get that angle on a tremendous drive.
And it's finishes like that which have helped them build this lead here in the first half.
To the left side wing.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Ayton, the pass to Okogie. Shot clock at 5. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen. The NBA announced its 75th anniversary team last year, Brent, with a lot of fanfare attached to it. What'd you think of the list?
I thought the list was pretty good. You can always argue a few guys should have been on it, and it's probably a tough pill to swallow for current guys who have had tremendous careers to this point. Guys who have played 8 or 9 years that didn't maybe make this particular list. I'll tell you this, Kevin. In 25 years, there'll be another list.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Payne passes to Ayton. To stop the run. And that's 2 points on the layup. Ayton's got 7 now in this quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Here's Tatum. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Ayton. And Jason Tatum seems, GA, like he's on the verge of being a superstar in the league.
Jason Tatum. Some would say he is already there. It feels like he's going to win an MVP in the next 5 years. He's already shown he can lead a team to the final.
And Phoenix making a change here. Lee's checked in, and there's the pass to Ross. Passes it to Okogie. Over Williams, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. This is his first free throw of the game.
Team foul.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
2 shots.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Suns trail by 12. The shot, no good. Great D that time from Tatum. And here's White. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now he averages about 9 points a game. And it's in there.
Grant Williams.
Williams has got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Lee passes to Okogie. Driving to the basket. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
76% at the stripe for him thus far this season.
And both free throws good for Ross.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And here's Tatum for 3. That ball is in the basket. Now he's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
A leap from deep. Tatum joined the league as a fantastic three-point shooter. Didn't have to add that to his game. That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near them. They were all over.
And that concludes the first half.
The Celtics
Celtics lead by 15. It's time now to go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith. And Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. The second quarter got a lot more exciting for them as they were putting up big... And that'll do it for...
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. And you know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
On the floor for Boston. Out on the wings, it's Brown and Tatum. The post tandem, it's Horford and Williams. And it's Smart in at the points. Booker, no good. Celtics leading by 15. Knocked away. Here's Baisley. On the wing, Booker. Now here's Payne, guarded by Smart. Got a hand on it.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's Tatum. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Tatum's got the first points of the second half here for the Celtics. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Craig passes to Okogie. Kicks it to Booker. Over Brown. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
To the wing on the left. Okogie for 3. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Pass to Okogie. Craig kicks to Booker. Good work defensively by Horford.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Suns foul. Devin Booker.
For Boston, they have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The first one falls. Ayton, he's checked in for Torrey Craig.
Taking 2 shots.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Baisley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready, and he's showing some steady improvement here.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Out to the right wing. And Booker kicks to Payne. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Ayton, the pass to Okogie. And again, it's the Suns missing.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts. But otherwise, the mindset is, I just got to get the next one to go. And you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Trying to end the drought. Baisley passes to Okogie. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And to make that mistake at this time is tough to come back from.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Warren's checked in for the Suns. Outside Tatum. Brown outside. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the Suns call time here. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. Now we see more and more top prospects bypass college or even leave high school early to make 6 figures playing for G League Ignite. For many years, going pro at such a young age was something we only saw abroad, but that reality is now here. Kevin?
I like it too, David. The landscape is shifting, and I think for the better. Thank you for the report.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Well, the other team is scorching hot, and they come down on this end and can't find a way to get the embers going.
Booker the pass to Shamet. Here's Okogie. And the foul on Marcus Smart. That is his first foul of the game. And Phoenix making a change here. Lee's checked in.
Now into the lineup for your Suns, Damian Lee.
Ayton against Williams. Pass to Shamet. 4 on the shot clock. Over Smart. And it's Shamet missing. And here's Boston. They've gone on a 13-0 run. The pass to Horford. Tatum on the wing. There's the 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now, here's Shamet. Defense is right there. To the paint. And the dunk by Booker.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Celtics.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. To the middle. Here's Horford. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And it's great to see Horford looking determined to get himself to the line.
For Boston, they have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. No good on the second free throw. Phoenix has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. On the wing, Booker, guarded by Smart. And Booker kicks to Shamet. Ball's knocked loose. Near the three-point line, it's Booker.
A main staple in Williams' game, that 6th sense for when to rise up and deter those shots.
Passes to Horford. Shoots over Warren. Horford, no luck. The Suns shooting around 24%. Not a good showing here. Shamet kicks to Booker. Lee against Smart. Lee dishes to Ayton. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Williams. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for the Suns. Gallinari, he's checked in for the Celtics. Shamet, the pass to Ayton. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Warren for 3. Rebounded by Smart. Celtics have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Tatum. Gallinari outside. Over Craig. Here's Tatum. Another shot. The kick out to Williams. Here's Smart. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's the Celtics opening up a huge gap. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Warren is out there with Lee. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then there's Landry Shamet. And it's Baisley in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's out there for Phoenix.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Greg, we're seeing more fines recently for the language that players use with the media. Is that a concern?
I don't think it should be a concern, and I'm not kidding. The league's going to have standards of decorum. You're on TV. You got to keep it together. However, I think that as a society, we're a little more tolerant of certain words that are used in public.
Taken away by Williams. Tatum against Ross. Releases from 15. Tatum no good. Phoenix with the ball. Ross on the wing. Gallinari covering. Ross dishes to Lee. Back to Ross. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Now that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference. Not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Tatum passes to Williams, and it's Williams with the jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 10 rebounds.
Yeah, and Tatum's passing ability really makes him a problem in that pick and roll. No wasted motion, always slicing and dicing the defense.
Baisley passes to Shamet. Rebound, Boston.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Tatum finds Muscala. And here's Gallinari. Tatum on the wing. He's guarded by Ross. Tatum dishes to Williams. And it's Baisley with the rebound. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Off the left rim and out.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Some changes for Phoenix. Landale's checked in, and Lee's subbed in for Landry Shamet. The Celtics also changing it up. Williams comes in for Robert Williams. And it's Pritchard in for Marcus Smart. Here's Baisley. Right side, Lee. And even with the ratings going strong, the younger generations often cord cutting. How does the NBA engage that audience?
Kevin, I think making game action trend on social media and when big moments happen for maybe a small fee, allow people to be a part of it. It's like highlights, but live.
And Phoenix making a change here. Wainwright's checked in, and the Celtics also making a change. Brownie's checked in for Jason Tatum. Lee outside. Top the key, Ross. Pass to Landale. Looking for Lee. Gets it there. Gallinari with the steal. Brown the pass to Pritchard. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got assist number 5 here tonight.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Lee passes to Landale. Gallinari against Lee. Inside, looking to end the run, and it's laid up and in by Lee.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Brown. Gallinari outside. Brown kicks to Gallinari. Brown against Ross. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And Brown is a guy who is constantly seeking contact. Defenders have to be more cautious around him.
Starting in 2021, referees were instructed to not reward players making overt, abrupt, or abnormal non-basketball moves. Brent, what'd you think of that?
Well, there's some guys who play abnormally, Kevin, so what are you going to do about those guys? No, I'm kidding. I think it's a great thing for shooters to try to gain some sort of advantage. With how much advantage offensive players already have, it was getting a little bit out of control.
And there's the drive. Here's Griffin. Ross grabs the board. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Suns. Shoots from 8. And Boston with the rebound. Brown outside. And the dunk by Brown.
And really, Brown is astonishing when he takes it inside. The defense does not know what to do with it.
Lee kicks to Lee. Back to Lee. Here's Landale. That one goes in. And one more look at that fantastic Mobile One drive.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Brown the pass to Griffin. Here's Hauser. He's guarded by Ross. Lee against Brown. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix the other way now.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Celtics.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jason Tatum.
He was really important under the basket, making the plays down low and getting position to pull in rebounds.
Luke Cornett, he's checked in for the Celtics.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
Yeah, looks like a veteran team tonight, getting out on the road, playing with assertiveness, confidence, fully in control for this win.
The inside. Here's Landale.
Celtics foul. Luke Cornett. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for your Suns.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line for 2.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Pritchard, covered by Lee. Pass to White. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Third team foul.
First one falls
Shooting for Boston. Derek White at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for White. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Lee. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Blake. Another good night of work offensively. How does the team build on this?
Just keep that rhythm. You know, we're not always going to hit shots every night. Some nights the shots aren't going to fall. So just keeping that rhythm, keeping the ball moving, talking on defense, and relying on each other.
Congrats on a great win, Blake. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg